Welcome back to Science at Home. Today we're going to talk about light and shadows.
And it went like...
Have you ever noticed that your shadows can be really, really long, but also really, really short? Why is that? Did you grow or shrink since the last time you saw your shadow? Not exactly. But in order for us to really understand our shadows, let's first talk about what a shadow really is. In order to make a shadow, we need three things. A light source, like a flashlight or the sun. An object that's opaque, which means light can't shine through it. And a surface that we can see the shadow on. When light shines on an opaque object, that means it can't go through it. So instead, the light has to go around it, leaving a U-shaped mark on the ground. Transparent is the opposite of opaque, which means that light can shine through it easily. Let me show you something you can make to look at the differences. You'll need a couple of things. A piece of paper, a pair of scissors, some tape, some plastic wrap, and an old cereal box. First, cut off one side of a cereal box. You won't need the rest. Now I need to turn it into a frame. Let me show you how to do it real quick. Fold your piece in half, cut a square out, open it up, voila. Now put plastic wrap around your frame. You could put tape around the back side so that you can't see it. With our paper, we're going to cut it up and make it into something really neat. I made a snowflake, but you can do whatever you want. Make it really creative with lots of holes and spaces. Now that we're done, we're going to put it on the back side of our frame and look what happens. Notice how the sun can go through some of it, but not all of it. So why do our shadows move? Let's think about the biggest and brightest light source there is, the sun. You see, our Earth is constantly rotating, and depending on where the sun is shining, it's either day or night. As the Earth rotates, it makes the sun look like it goes from one side to the other. As the sun moves, so do our shadows. Don't believe me? Try this. Find a sunny spot that you can come back to all day long. Use chalk to draw around your shoes. You may need some help to make sure you get all the way around. This spot will be where you come back to all day. Now, trace around your shadow. You might need some help getting around there. Make sure you write what time of day it was when you drew this shadow. That way you know when you come back. If you don't have chalk, you could also use mulch. Make sure you measure every time you come out. You'll notice as you continue to come out, your shadow has moved even though you're standing in the same spot. I traced my shadow about once every 2 hours. Did you see how my shadow kept moving even though I was standing in the same spot? What time of day do you think your shadow is the shortest? Let me know in the comments below. One cool thing about the sun is that it repeats this pattern every day. Shadows are pretty cool. As always, let's review real quick. In order to make a shadow, you need three things. You need a light source, an opaque object, and a surface to show it on. Also, every day the sun moves across the sky, which constantly changes the positions of our shadows. If you ever try any of these experiments, make sure you let me know about it. And remember, always explore more.